I published a couple books. A book of poetry, so there'll be a little bit of poetry. And then a book of miniature biographies that I have the privilege to write down, having met people from over 50 countries in the world, because I'm a shuttle driver for an auto dealer. So I take people home to work while their car's getting fixed. 50 countries around the world coming through a Milwaukee auto dealer. So I think dovetailing with building community and making peace is like, peace isn't going to come to you all by itself. I think probably you're going to have to bring a lot of it yourself. I think I will have to bring a lot of peace myself. It's not just, I'm not going to walk in and there'll be a big old carpet and, banners and balloons and all of that stuff. So, a couple of quotes. Though we travel the world over to find the beautiful, we must carry it with us or we find it not. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness, and many of our people need it sorely on these accounts. Broad, wholesome, charitable views of men and things cannot be acquired by vegetating in one's little corner of the earth all one's lifetime. Mark Twain. Having a little curiosity, an open mind, and some listening skills goes a long way toward getting you out of your little corner. David White. So there are a couple of, actually I have the privilege of meeting people, 6, 8, 10, 12 people a day, having them for 10 or 20 minutes, and I say, hey, what's new? What's going on? What have you learned lately? Tell me a story. And it's amazing to me how often the stories are about life and death. People, there isn't a lot of sports. There's not a lot of hunting. Thank goodness, I don't care. We don't talk about car service because I can't do anything about car service. All I can do is take you home or to work. So I meet people, and I'm honored and privileged to light some folks up a little bit. This is how I think we bring peace, is to look somebody in the eye. I, for a moment or two only, can reduce my ego and my agenda and stay out of the way while I light somebody up. So Karen works at the medical college in hearts and brains, she says. She's been here from London for nearly half her life, loves her work, and wishes a few more people would pay a little more attention to the interconnections between their brains and their hearts. Most people see them as two separate organs, she says, and they are, of course, adding that they're much more than that. Whatever a person can do to lower their stress level naturally will add to the quality of their days. That's almost a quote. Too bad I can't write things down when I'm driving. I asked her to repeat it, and that's about it. Whatever you can do to lower your stress level naturally will add to the quality of your days. Heart disease kills 1 in 4 people in the United States. 1 in 4. After I drop her off, I flip on the Ideas Network on public radio, and Donna Jackson Nakazawa is talking about her last book, The Last Best Cure. So I don't want to ruin the surprise about the book, but the author and science journalist found herself with nowhere to turn with her debilitating disease. She turned to mindfulness-based stress reduction, meditation, yoga stretches, and acupuncture, and found the relief she was not able to get from any other discipline. So, change your mind, change your life. Today I made a new friend. TD asked me if I wanted a soda when I tried to drop him off at his house. He was telling me in his best English that he was going to have to borrow money from his daughter in order to get his car repaired. I didn't know he needed to ride right back to the dealer with that very money. No, thanks, I said. I have tea, I said, pointing to my tea. From South Vietnam, he's 67, retired now, has been in America for 30 years, and takes almost 3 seconds to realize he hasn't practiced his English, maybe ever. It was a little disconcerting that he didn't know his neighborhood, since I had difficulty understanding his pronunciation of standard West Dallas street names. He was getting nervous about where we were. However, he's fun and funny and completely willing to keep talking until we have an understanding. He already liked me because I helped him with the coffee machine this morning. He says 5 for 5, retie for retire, how for house, and I wish I could tell you more. He said he liked living in Vietnam better after the Americans left. I don't like when Americans are there. I told him I don't like hanging around with Americans either. He chuckled. They're bossy, I said. He laughed out loud. And they smell, I added. Well, he nearly snapped his seatbelt laughing. He's originally from Saigon and will go back there as soon as his youngest daughter graduates from Marquette. In winter, you have snow. In fall, leaves. In Vietnam, no everything. Winter hardy hibiscus. On my way into McDonald's, there was a landscaping gal pulling up dead plants from the bed. Hey, weed lady, I hollered. You must know the name of those big flowering plants there. Yes, I do. They're called winter hardy hibiscus. You should see the ones on the north side of the parking lot at the Ryan Road store. Beautiful, she said. Said she had gloves on. I showed her a thank you card and laid it on her basket near her phone. Keep up the good work, weed lady, I said. You don't know what that means. Thank you. My mom is in the hospital. Her aorta's leaking into her lungs. We don't know what we're going to do, and it's been a very stressful couple of weeks. Many of us simply need someone to see us just for a moment.